Should you purchase your M8 used or new? In my opinion, welcome back to another video, guys. My name is Sean. Right now we're sitting inside of my 2020 BMW M8 Competition Convertible. I've been looking to try to do this video for about 8 months, and we're finally getting around to it. A lot of times when I'm looking at reviews of cars, I feel like it's from a perspective of somebody that doesn't actually own the video. So to me, that really doesn't give me an idea how it's going to be on a long-term basis. But lucky for you, I've had this car for about 18 months now, and I can tell you very vividly how it is to own it. So in this video, we're going to cover things like the maintenance, whether you should buy it used or new. How is it actually driving on a daily basis, and how are the brakes? Like, are you going to be able to tolerate them? So let's just jump right into this video and get things going. I feel like when you look at the M8, how muscular and sleek and low to the ground that it looks, like it stands out from any other BMW or even M car that they make. That's one thing that I love about it. When you see the M8 competition, you know what it is if you're into obviously BMWs. So it's definitely a car that I feel like stands out, and when people see it, they know what it is, and it's a statement. So one thing that I love, and I'm sure the reason why a lot of people get this car based on the price range, is the engine. You got the 4.4 liter twin turbo V8, 617 horsepower with about 553 pound-feet of torque on it. So it goes from 0 to 60 in about 3.1 or 3.2 seconds, which is crazy fast. And when you're in it and you hit the gas, you feel it. It takes off. Now, like I said, I've got the convertible model, so obviously with that, definitely get the blend of performance and that open air driving. My first time having this car, I lived in Hawaii, so I really enjoyed having a convertible there. But now that I'm back on the East Coast, I couldn't get over it, so I got another one. The soft top opens and closes in about 15 seconds, and you don't even have to do it staying still. You can be going up to like 30 miles an hour and it'll still open. The first thing that you notice when you open the door is just how premium everything feels inside. Like, BMW definitely did their big one with the interior of this car, from the Mariano leather to the carbon fiber trim. I've got the convertible, so I don't have the Alcantara on the roof, but if you got the coupe, that definitely is an added bonus for real. The steering wheel itself is thick, leather wrapped, and definitely heated. As you can see, the button right in the center has those bold red M buttons that definitely stand out. Another reason why I wanted to go with the M8 model. The heads-up display is definitely customizable. It shows you the speed, the revs if you want it there. It even has the navigation on the windshield, definitely making it easy so that you don't have to take your eyes off the road. Definitely something I love about it. So for all the tech lovers, you've definitely got a lot of options available here in this car. Obviously it has wireless Apple CarPlay. Myself, I kind of like the iDrive system, so I don't actually use CarPlay, but it is there. You've got Android Auto. You have a wireless charging pad. Again, I don't really use that because of the position that it is in the car. I feel like it's to me, it's just useless. It's hard to get the phone out of there if you need it, and if you had a drink in the cup holder, it doesn't make sense to me. So I don't actually use it, but it is there. The Bowers & Wilkins 16 speaker diamond surround sound system, love it. I upgraded that option on my car, and I love that the tweeters have the ambient light in it. That to me, again, is one of the only reason I really got that option, because I like the way it actually looked. So that's just me. There is some other ambient lighting around the car that's a nice touch. It's not overdoing it. You can change the colors in your settings, but it definitely gives it a great feel. Some of this interior, I would have to say, like, BMW did a great job. Like, it's a perfect blend from the colors that are in the interior to the accents to even where the ambient light is located. It's laid out like so well. Like, I had a Mercedes GT53 before this, and I felt like it had a great layout as well. It just had hella buttons. BMW, not as many, but it's very simple. Like, it's easy to understand where everything goes. So I feel like The way they did their interior is just amazing, and it makes you real comfortable to get behind the wheel of this thing and to unleash all the horsepower that this competition actually has. So M850 or M8 Competition. So for me, since I had an M850 when I was in Hawaii, like it was a great car. The horsepower on that thing, I think it's about 540 something. I can't remember which, compared to even my AMG GT that I had, is like almost 100 more horsepower. So the car is fast. The reasons that I really decided to go for the M8 Competition over again another M850 is I wanted more horsepower. I wanted the 617 horsepower. Am I racing this car up and down the highway? No, but I wanted it. So that's one of the first reasons. The second being that I really wanted these M8 illuminated seats. Like, I know it sounds trivial, but like if I'm gonna get a car, I want to get the one that has the things that I want in it, and that was something that the M8 had, and I wanted it. I also like that the M8 version has the paddle buttons for the M1 and M2 to customize the engine and the settings how I want them, so that it's available as soon as I hit those buttons. That to me was worth the added cost. So those are some of the reasons I decided to go with it. The M850, amazing car, a lot cheaper. But for me, if you're gonna spend and be in this price point for this car, whether you're getting a new or used, you should get what it is that you want. And those are the three things that made me decide to go with the M8 Competition over the M850. So the brakes in this car honestly are no different than other sports performance cars that I've had before. Like I said, I had an M850 before, I had a 650 before, even my AMG Mercedes, same thing. The brake dust that you're getting on these rims, it doesn't matter. Like, I've switched to some more performance brakes and still have the same issue where it's a massive amount of brake dust. I've tried putting ceramic coating on the brake, the actual rims, to see if that would reduce it. Doesn't matter, it's still there. So it's gonna be a problem regardless. If you're getting this car, just know you're gonna have excess brake dust that you're gonna have to clean constantly to keep your rims looking fresh. So taking a look at the trunk, obviously it does have the kick automatic open. Once you get into the trunk, surprisingly, there is a lot of room. When you don't have the partition down for the convertible mode, you can fit a lot of groceries and other things in the back of the trunk. When it's empty and you've got the partition down, it does block off some space that you would need to put large items in. But if the convertible's up, you can just push it up and then easily fit your items in there. And it also does have split folding seats. When you look at the rear seats, obviously it's not a lot of room. This is not a car where you're going to be really putting car seats and things in it. So if you're buying this to put a baby seat or another human back there, good luck. Not really going to happen. It's not a lot of space. I'm 6'2", and as you can see, my seat is pushing right up against the rear seats. So not something where you're going to have the wife and the kids in the car. So should you purchase your BMW M8 used or new? I think that is a very good question when you're looking at what the price point for this car is. But in my opinion, I would say you have to get this car used. New, some of them come in at about 170K plus, depending on what options you put on it. And I feel like because the depreciation value on this car is so bad, and it can almost drop like 50% within the first 4 years, it's definitely better just to buy it off the used market, because most of them still are going to have really low miles on them anyway. Most of them, or excuse me, I think the convertible isn't even being made anymore. And when you look at the differences between, let's say, like a 2020, 21 and the newer 24s that you see in the coupes, not talking about the coupes or sedans at all here. The only real difference you see in them is the increase in the display screen size, and I think it went up by like 1.7 inches or something like that. Other than that, when you see a 2020 or you see a 2024, the exterior differences are very minimal to justify paying almost 50% more for a brand new car when you can get this car for half the price on the used market. Another reason I feel like you definitely want to get it used is just because you can get all the options you want on it and not have to pay the full retail price of what you'd have for them. Like I said, my car obviously has the orange, even though they look very red. Their color is considered orange. Seats, that's definitely an option. The paint color in this car is one of the individual BMW colors, so it's a satin white, which is another upgrade. The Bowers & Wilkins, another upgrade. So when you start adding up the expensive upgrades like my car has on it, it definitely, to me, was beneficial just to buy the car used. And obviously it's a convertible, and that's also like another like $5,000, I think, compared to the coupe model. So again, another upgrade. So to me, I feel like getting the used one, you're gonna get the most bang for your buck. You can get a used one. I got mine for just under $80,000 when I bought it a year and a half ago. So I'm sure now they're probably even cheaper than that. So to me, used is the way to go if you're looking at an M8 comp or just a regular M8. So maintenance on your M8. That's something that can be quite expensive, and it's something you've definitely got to factor when you're looking at buying this car. The only things that I've done since I purchased my car, like again 18 months ago, was I got an oil change. So that ran me about $249, but that's usually like every 10,000 miles, not every 3,000 as most normal cars are. So when you do the math to average it out, it actually isn't that bad. And my Mercedes was around the same time frame as well as the same price. So to me, that's kind of average at these luxury high performance cars. So that's not that bad. For the brakes, I think I was quoted at the BMW dealership in my area about $1,700 to do the rear brakes, and I decided just to buy the brakes myself offline and change them myself. And obviously that saved a significant amount of money. But if you can't do them yourself, just know that you're going to probably pay about $1,700 for the rear. That's not even including the rotors. That was just for the brakes, so prepare for that. Other than that, I really haven't had any other maintenance that's been done on this car. It's got another 6,000 miles before it's calling for the next maintenance service. So I'll have to keep you guys updated on that. Fuel economy, it's not good. Like it's not. So don't expect to be getting like 500-600 miles tank on this car. I typically get around 380, 390 miles per tank of gas, premium obviously, in this car, and to me that's honestly good. But besides that, I haven't had any real maintenance issues with this car whatsoever. I did decide to get an extended warranty when I got it from my dealership when I first purchased it, but I haven't actually had to use it since I actually got the car. So fingers crossed on that, but no real issues with it whatsoever. I don't drive it every single day. It's not my daily driver, but I drive it a lot during the summer, and I really have not had any issues whatsoever with it. So hopefully you have the same luck if you get your model. Okay, so to wrap this video up, some pros and cons about whether getting a BMW M8 Competition is going to be the right move for you. The first one I would have to start off with is got to be the way that the vehicle actually look. I'm not a big person on getting a car that everybody has, and the BMW M8 is not a car that you see on the road every day. So I love that I don't go out and see 15 of my cars as I'm going down the highway. So it's very exclusive to me. So I love that. The engine in this car, it's super fast. Like I said, the 617 horsepower that comes equipped on the M8 Competition model is very fast. Like I have no problem getting around anyone that I want to out on the road. So I definitely appreciate that over even having the M850, or even when I was in my AMG. Like it's just not as fast. This car is way faster than any car I've had before. So I like that. The interior quality is amazing. Like I love the seat color in the model that I chose. That's something that I really like. The sound system, I didn't talk too much about it, but like I said, I have the Bowers & Wilkins upgraded sound system, and I love the way it sounds. Like this car really has a great sound system in it, so that's also another plus. Let's see, some of the cons I can think about with this car. It really gets nitpicky in it. It's really got to say brake dust, but again, when you're getting a high performance sports car like this, brake dust is just a thing that's going to come with it. The brakes do squeak, which sucks, and it doesn't matter whether the brakes are brand new or not. It's just something that happens, and it's annoying, but it is what it is. So That's more so annoyance to me. I don't really want to call it an actual con. But other than that, I really can't see too many cons for this car. Like, it just drives amazing. Like, the faster you go with it, it feels like it just gets better and better. It's super heavy, but it just grabs every corner. The all-wheel drive system in it is, as BMW does with most of their cars, is amazing. I don't have too many problems with it whatsoever. So if you're looking at getting this car, if you can find it for the right price in the used market, I think you'll be really happy with it, and I think that you should definitely get it. So good luck to you guys. If you've got any questions or anything that you want to know that I maybe didn't cover in this video, make sure you drop them in the chat, and I'll be sure to get to them. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.